That's where I come in and I say, "Hey, everybody! This is another one of those behind the scenes. We're putting a radio show together, and you get to see the inside skin, well, just a little bit. I mean, not everything. You're not going to see everything, but you're going to see a lot, and you might even have some Radio 101 going on. But Angela, our host, and Melissa, they're pretty much pros at this point. So anyway, I'm gonna start the music. I'm gonna shut my mic off, and we're gonna roll, baby, roll. Okay, you feel good about that? I do. All right, here we go.
You're listening to Radio Cosmos.
All night long.
You're now listening to BaaDRadio. Hello and welcome to BaaDRadio. BaaD stands for Business at a Distance. This is a show about local businesses and business networking. We are here in the News Radio WFLA Orlando studios from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I'm your host, Angela Smarito, and in studio with me we have our producer, Melissa Fox.
Oh, it's my turn.
Hi. I got to turn the mic on to say hi.
Thank you for that.
Oh, yeah. It's that, like you said, Radio 101, right?
Yeah.
Next, we have Melissa Jacob with Striking Brand.
Hello, hello.
She is our co-host. I was wondering where the applause was.
We're getting there.
She's our co-host and our videographer. So if you go to BaaDRadio.com, you can see all of BaaDRadio's previous episodes. You as well, you can go to StrikingBrand.com and see all Melissa's work because she's a videographer and a photographer.
We're on episode 47.
Is it really?
47 today.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is awesome. That makes me happy, though.
Yeah.
I mean, when I go back and look, sometimes I think it's going to cringe, and I was like, okay, it's not, not too bad.
We're doing it. We're doing the thing.
Please join me in welcoming Amanda Joyner to the show. Hello.
Hi, Amanda.
Hello. Amanda is the Vice President of Creative Solutions with Ripley Entertainment, which I need a big applause for that one.
Sounds fun.
That's Boss Babe material right there.
Yeah.
I
love the sound of that. Yeah. You need a soundboard.
Exactly. Amanda and I met at Culture, actually.
Oh, okay.
She has two beautiful daughters that are both graduating. We're going to get into all of that, too. But I think that I kind of stalked you down. Is really what it boils down to.
A little bit, but it's all good.
It's
just light stalking.
I try not to be too aggressive about it.
It's friendly.
This portion of BaaDRadio is brought to you by Frogger's Bar and Grill. Looking for a place to go with friends or meet new ones? Then you're looking for Frogger's Grill and Bar. With 4 great locations, there is bound to be one near you. Come with friends or bring the family for some food and fun. Don't miss out on Frogger's amazing menu where everything is fresh, never frozen. Oviedo, Mount Dora, Apopka, and Altamont Springs. Frogger's, hop in with food and fun. All right. So next up, we have the networking news, and I still have yet to give you this. I'm so sorry.
It is all right.
The networking news is brought to you by Symphonic CBD, which is a branch of Live Your Best Life, and they are both advocates for Green Compass Global. Green Compass Global products are USDA, organic, lab-tested, non-GMO, made in USA, and cruelty-free. CBD products are key in making calmness a habit with Green Compass. Core products curated to restore and keep your body balanced. Find Symphonic CBD on Instagram at symphonic.cbd. So this is Anna's business now. Did she tell you that she was doing? Yeah. So Amanda knows Anna from Culture. So yes. So Terry Mandigo sponsors the networking news, and so she has she comes up there too. But she has a company called Live Your Best Life. Now, Live Your Best Life is an advocate for Green Compass CBD products. And so now she's brought Anna under her wing, and Anna calls her version of it Symphonic CBD. So we're excited to get Anna launched in her career in CBD sales. She wants to travel.
Yeah.
And she's like, I want to be able to do something like earn money while I'm traveling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I admit, you got to do the legwork now. And
Right.
I'm like,
Build your base.
build your base. So I'm like, BNI, networking stuff, all that jazz.
Is she in BNI yet?
She's starting to visit chapters.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so we went to one that was on a Wednesday, and it was BNI Metro,
Okay.
and it was all online. So I think she's looking for a hybrid one.
Okay, yeah. More flexible.
So for networking news, you guys, I wanted to talk about having another BaaDRadio event. So, Amanda, how much have I told you about business at a distance? I can't remember.
Very little.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how
Very
this
little.
whole thing is even here is when COVID hit, I was working for a different radio group and in radio sales,
Yes.
but I relied heavily on networking. But COVID hit, everything shut down, all chambers,
Mhm.
everything like that. So I created a Facebook group and I called it Business at a Distance because remember how everything was at a distance.
Yes.
And so I invited I don't know, 60 of my networking partners that I had in there. And for the first few days of COVID, we just made stuff up. We were like, hey, I've used Liberty Property Inspections. Mike is great, doing testimonials and stuff. And then people started inviting other people. And I remember waking up and there being 211 members in there. I was like, oh, this is really cool.
It's going.
That's awesome.
And then I saw people starting to do business within the group. And then people were calling me, hey, Angela, we want to advertise. And I was like, this is really, really cool.
Yeah.
And so fast forward, it's now got over 1,500 businesses in it. And I wanted to do something to, I don't know, make it more. So that's when we created the radio show. Now, the bad part of it, BaaD, I didn't make that up. That was something that happened organically within the group. At first, I was like, I don't want to be bad. But then I was like, okay, actually, you know what?
It's kind of cute.
It is cute.
It was going to stick even if I didn't
Yeah.
want it to.
Yeah, that's how nicknames work.
Yeah.
I think it fits you guys though.
Yeah. People are like, and you can't say bad, you have to say bad.
BaaDRadio.
But after a year, I did an anniversary event. And it worked out really, really good. It was at Luke's on 1792. And we had a great turnout and people networked. And just for me, sitting there watching all these people show up and
Yeah.
be excited to be there and post pictures. And we even did awards, which was my
Oh,
favorite.
cute. Like what? What kind of words?
I know that I remember my winners were Karen Kelly, Karen Bream, Brian Hastings won one. There was just people because, like you said at the beginning, there were certain people that were inviting a lot of people.
Mhm.
Like if I go back and I say who invited you, I can see it in here.
Right.
And Karen Kelly and Karen Bream were just so pivotal
Yeah.
in growing the group. And then Christine Moody is just somebody that is constantly on there.
Yeah.
She's constantly on there. She's constantly encouraging people. She's just a great overall person.
Mhm.
And I can't remember what I gave Brian Hastings one for. Just for showing up.
Thanks for being here.
Actually, you know what? Brian Hastings, he owns an AC company called Four Seasons AC. He's a great guy, but he's the one who got me into networking in the first place. So I think that's what I gave him.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is I went to I just got nice paper and I made a certificate on my computer and printed it out and put it in frames.
Cute.
That's sweet.
And everybody was so excited. That's what happens when you get
sweet.
when you get some wine involved.
Yeah, but still, that's super thoughtful. You didn't have to do all
It
that.
was fun. But I think I'm gonna do another one. So you know what, you guys? I need a venue.
Oh,
Listening audience, I need a venue.
do you have a venue in Orlando?
Yeah.
Or my area.
Yeah. So put your your ears open because I want it to be kind of in that same area in that Winter Park 1792 area because it seems very local. I had people coming from south and north and all over. So I had the Longwood people, I had people from Sanford, I had people from Orlando. I had so it seemed like a good general area. So I'm thinking 100 to 150 people.
Mhm.
I don't know.
How many was the last time you said 70?
75.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the group was a lot
grown.
smaller then. So,
Yeah.
but I want to do it again. So let's start planning.
She's banging now.
Now, we've talked about the
We've
bang.
talked about
That was Karen Kelly. She was a bang.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
Yes. I mean, you're on
know
the
not to bang.
you're on the planning committee now, Amanda. I'm just kidding, but it'll be a great opportunity, and I think we're on our third year now, so we skipped a year, so we're gonna have to have a big shebang for that coming up. So all right, I'm relying on you ladies to help me find a venue. That includes you, Melissa Fox.
She
Oh.
has a scout team.
I
now.
know you're connected.
Yeah,
I am.
she for sure has connection.
All right, you guys. Well, we're getting ready to go to break, and when we get back, we are going to learn all about Amanda Joyner and her role with Creative Solutions with Ripley Entertainment.
That does sound like fun, doesn't it? So anyway, you should stay right there by your radio. Because Bad Radio is on the way back right after this. Stay right there. You make up.
You don't have lipstick on it.
Huh?
You don't have lipstick on it. Is that what you're asking?
No, do I have lipstick on? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay.
Please stop.
Your mouth looks pretty.
You sure got a pretty mouth.
Answer all the questions.
That's where it goes.
So seriously, how often do you have all women in here? It's fun, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No,
Melissa.
It's fun.
Be more convincing.
I'm sorry.
There's not. There's
I
you
was
just,
not convincing at all.
there's just not. I mean, radio is just not a big woman's thing. So that's why, I like talking to my boss babes.
I got. You know what? I have Boss Babe and a little magnet sitting on my refrigerator.
Cute.
I rock.
What can I say?
Don't say anything.
All right.
Just let it fade out. All right, stand by, kids. We got another one coming your way. In 3, 2. Hang on, I pushed the wrong button. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Welcome back to Bad Radio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
Welcome back. In this portion of Bad Radio is brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore. If you're ready for a girls' night out, then check out their huge selection of lingerie, shoes, toys, games, love oils, clubwear, and so much more. We won't pay these high prices because we're going to go directly to the source. 5009 South OBT or shop online at premiercouples.net, because a couple that plays together stays together. Yay. I know. CBD, then Dulcer. Love it. Okay. All right, so we're talking with Amanda Joyner, and she is the Vice President of Creative Solutions with Ripley Entertainment. All right, so I started to ask you before that because I had it as Ripley Entertainment. Ripley Entertainment is the parent company, but your role is with Believe It or Not. Is that correct?
So Ripley Entertainment is the company, and within Ripley Entertainment, we own Ripley's Believe It or Not, Ripley's Aquariums, and then all of our other ancillary brands. So we have 100 attractions throughout 10 countries.
That's so cool. Because like when I think of Ripley's, the first one I think of is Believe It or Not.
Yes,
Is that the original?
that's the original. So we were founded in 1918.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so legacy brand
Uh-huh.
by a man named Robert Ripley. So most people don't realize that that was a real person that established our company.
I kind of figured it was because of the signature kind of
Yeah, it
thing.
seems like it.
Mhm.
So he was a cartoonist, and he liked to do sports cartoons. And there was a slow day on cartooning, and he didn't have any sports to draw about. And so he did like incredible feats and things along those lines. And then from there, he went and traveled all around the world and met new people and exciting things, and then really brought that back to the U.S. to be able to share with people that, you know, we didn't travel like that back then, right? So
Right.
Right.
very
So
different.
That's really cool. So you
Yeah.
went out and brought the Believe It or Not thing here.
Yeah.
Is that, I mean, that was kind of like, because they were so cool that they were like, these people can actually do this.
So we were founded on a cartoon, and we're the longest running syndicated cartoon in the world. So we still draw the cartoon daily. And you can see that on Go Comics or on our website.
Really?
But yeah, our cartoonist works for us. I think this is only the 7th cartoonist. So Kieran Castano is our current cartoonist.
You mean like a newspaper, like weekly cartoon type thing?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it comes out daily,
Oh,
and it
Okay.
has for, since 1918.
Wow.
And there's only been, I believe, 7 people
Wow.
who have ever drawn the cartoon for us. So
That's really
we
neat.
They won't repeat.
And where did he start? You said this.
Yeah, so he started in New York City,
New York.
and he worked for a company there drawing the cartoon. And then it just traveled all around the world and basically was drawing and finding unbelievable things. In the heyday of his career, he got more fan mail than anyone in the world, more than the president, Just because he was able to go and do and see different things. So it's been really fun because we've been able to find like a lot of our archival footage of him when he traveled, and it's black and white.
Oh,
And,
wow.
Peru and in different countries where 100 years ago travel wasn't easy to go and do.
So you said 10 different countries.
Yeah.
And then, am I going to put you on the spot if I ask you what those 10 countries are?
Name your top three.
Yeah, top three.
So North America, obviously. So we're in the U.S., Canada, and then Mexico.
Mexico, okay.
And then overseas, we're in the U.K., we're in Amsterdam, Australia, Denmark.
And
Thailand, Malaysia.
are they all, believe it or not, so are they, some of them are the aquariums and
So
stuff?
the only aquariums we have are in the U.S. So in the U.S., we have aquariums in Gatlinburg, Myrtle Beach, and Toronto.
Okay.
But we have, believe it or not, throughout the world.
I don't think I've been into a few different, believe it or not, in different little towns. But I don't think I've ever seen a Ripley's aquarium.
Me neither.
What is the difference between that and a regular aquarium?
There's no difference other than we're better than the majority of all aquariums.
We're better. That is the difference. We're better.
No, we take a lot of pride in our aquarium. So we started in Myrtle Beach with an aquarium, and then Gatlinburg, and then Toronto is probably our flagship right now.
Okay.
But it's not like, it's like you go in and you
It's a
see
real aquarium.
Okay,
It's
it's not
not
like
there's
two-headed
not two-headed
octopus.
fish or anything like
Okay.
that. No.
That's what I was thinking.
No,
Oh,
it's not a Ripley's Believe It or Not aquarium.
Gosh,
It's a real
mermaids
aquarium.
and such.
We
Okay.
do have mermaids
Okay.
in Gatlinburg and Myrtle Beach at
That's
certain times of
very
the year.
cool.
But yeah, we have amazing aquariums, and we have the longest underwater shark tank in North America, where it's a gliding walkway.
Like the shark encounter kind of?
So it's literally like you're on a moving, conveyor belt, and we have the
Like
longest
an
one in North America, exactly. And it goes underwater, and the sharks and the sawfish and everything, the green sea turtles, the loggerheads, they're all swimming above you.
Very cool.
So it's amazing. Yeah.
Let's talk about Believe It or Not.
Yes.
So the one that here is on iDrive,
Correct.
right? And how long has that one been there?
Oh, I want to say 30 years,
Wow.
but I
Is it
could be wrong on that. So I'd have to double check on that, but I want to say 30 years.
And I was wondering, because you know how like the Science Center things change?
Yes.
Mhm.
Is that how it works with Ripley's Believe It or Not?
Yes. So what didn't used to work like that as much, but in the last probably 5 to 7 years, we've really made an emphasis on evolving our galleries all the time.
Mhm.
So if you go to the Orlando location, we treat that location as almost a test market a lot of times.
Oh, cool.
So we'll try new interactives in there. We'll try different things, but it's had a complete remodel.
Oh,
So there's a Florida gallery, which is crazy. It's all, believe it or not, stuff from Florida, things that you see from there. Some really amazing interactives. And then there's a huge space gallery, which is really, really fun. And
do you
it's
have
one of my favorite
do
things.
you have live actors in there? I've been to like so many birthday parties there.
Yeah. We don't have any live actors
Okay.
in our Believe It or Not. We do have live actors in our Haunted Adventures.
Ooh, tell me about
Haunted
that.
Adventures.
Yeah. So we have a Haunted Adventure in Gatlinburg and Myrtle Beach, and we do have live actors in those.
What are those, like haunted house
Yeah.
type things? Or-
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I didn't know that those existed
Me
either.
neither. I know. I want to go.
Gatlinburg and Myrtle Beach are huge markets for us, so we own a lot of different properties within them. So, an aquarium, a Believe It or Not, Haunted Adventure, mirror maze,
A mirror maze? What's that?
Lansing Mountain Coaster, different things. A mirror maze. So it's literally, we have a mirror maze in Orlando right next to the iDrive Bion. And it's literally what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's a maze, but everything is set up in mirrors. So you kind of walk and try not to walk into the mirror.
I would walk into a mirror.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know about that.
And then finally, I just say, okay, can somebody just come get me? Because this is not working for me.
Yes.
You
Yes.
should take Anna and check that one out because it's brand new. So that one is
Okay.
it's amazing.
That's perfect, though, being on here now. Because, like I said, now you're promoting it. All right. So you've got my brain like spinning so many different things. So your role is, are you over all of this stuff? I mean, like, it sounds like there's a lot of moving pieces.
Mhm.
So I'm Vice President of Creative Solutions. So within Creative Solutions, it's a very big umbrella. And within that umbrella, I have publishing, licensing, TV, film, all content creation for online and for websites. I have all of our website development, social media, public relations, video production. And then recently IT moved under.
Oh, wow.
So
That's a
but
big
it's
one.
a large group of people, so it's not Amanda just doing stuff. It's
Where's corporate office at?
Orlando.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
so that actually works out
It's
kind of
here.
good.
Yeah.
But you have to travel a lot. I know just from the short time that we've known each other, is like her schedule is crazy busy.
Do you go to different locations?
I do. And then obviously with publishing and licensing, depending on what's going on with that. If I'm meeting with a producer or something related to publishing or something related to licensing, I leave for New York tomorrow because we're a finalist for the Shorty Awards.
What's that? Oh, wait, we're going to go to break soon, but still, like,
Okay.
to get started. What's
The Shorty Awards are the social media and online awards for excellence, I think internationally. So we're up for the Kim Kardashian partnership that we did.
Oh, what's
I know. It's like, I want to know that. Every time she says something, I want to say, what's that? It's more interesting. It's more and more interesting. So we probably don't have any time to jump into what's that doing, Melissa.
No. Do they still have the gorilla-meter tires?
We do have it. It used to be in the Orlando, believe it or not, and I don't know where we moved it to.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
A gorilla made out of like car tires?
Yes.
That's correct.
It's huge. It's such a fun piece.
I want to talk about some of the pieces, but I also want to try to figure out how all these pieces work together. So you guys stay tuned. When we get back, we're going to talk more with Amanda Joyner with Ripley Entertainment.
Now we're learning things. Oh, yeah. It's Bad Radio. If you're interested in networking with the ladies, go to BaaDRadio.com and get started. Yay.
All right, so we have so many different things. What would I can go on a tangent on any of these. What?
I think we should stick to the attractions.
Yeah. Okay. Because, like I said, there's so much content here that I could go. So attractions. I mean, yeah. And so the mirrors place that just opened. So the mirror maze. All right. Well, let's talk more about the attractions.
Anything coming up, like event-wise or anything like that for the summer or specials or anything?
I don't think so.
Mm.
I just texted their GM to see if there was anything that I wasn't aware of, but he hasn't sent me anything back.
Okay, segment 3.
So no more girls' night out.
Is that what it said? All right, stand by. Segment number 3.
Welcome back to Bad Radio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
And we are back. This portion of Bad Radio is brought to you by Forge IT Consulting, providing a fully outsourced IT department with a personal touch for small business. No company is too small. ForgeITConsulting.com. All right, so we are here with Amanda Joyner. She's the Vice President of Creative Solutions with Ripley Entertainment. And I just told her on break, I was like, okay, we just talked about so many different things, and I could talk probably for like another 2 hours just drilling her with questions.
Tell me what tangents I'm going on.
So we decided to talk about the attractions. So is that the biggest part of what Ripley is just the attractions? I mean, is there a lot of, like we were talking about, events? What are some of the other things that you deal with on a day-to-day basis in regards to attractions?
I mean, obviously our attractions are our bread and butter, but we wouldn't have attractions if we didn't have content to go in our attractions. So it's kind of very much, hand in hand. Our exhibit collection is over 35,000 items. So
Do you
point,
buy those, or
do.
or just somebody? Do you say, okay, we want to display this, and then you kind of borrow it for a little while?
No, we don't typically borrow. We typically buy everything that we display in any of our shows. So we have our big warehouse in Orlando, which is where our corporate office is. So sometime you should come to the tour there, because that's really that's where everything is that isn't on display.
Oh, cool.
So
Oh my
everything
God,
from
I would.
yeah.
I know. I'm
So we buy everything from historical items that have a believe it or not story behind it, to pop culture items. Luke Saber's lightsaber, we have that. The bullwhip from
like what qualifies something to be like considered?
So typically there's a meeting like pretty much once a week where people are saying like, hey, we're thinking about building this, doing that, trying to figure out how to build our collection, make us, stay relevant. Obviously, with being a legacy brand, that's something I always think about is how we're going to be relevant to the younger audience. And then, like everything from Olympic torches. We have almost every Olympic torch except for 2.
Wow.
So we're on the lookout for the last 2.
Do you know where they are?
We know where one is, and we think we can get that one. The other one, we're still trying to, look at seeing as how we can do that. So I think that might
It's
be
all
a fun
about
PR
negotiation.
campaign later.
Yeah.
That might be a sneak peek to a PR campaign later.
Right. Very, very cool. So Orlando, so how many, you said there was how many attractions in the U.S.?
So overall, we have over 100 attractions. We have 28, believe it or not, museums.
That's what I was going to ask. And how many are in Florida? I saw the one in St. Augustine.
We have 3 in Florida.
Okay.
So
St.
we have
Augustine,
Orlando, St. Augustine, and Panama City.
Okay. Are they all, do they all look the same?
No, they don't. That's one of the things that's like super important to us. We try really hard to do really different facades if we can. Like in certain cities, we can't. There's certain restrictions they won't let us do things. But like our Niagara Falls facade has, King Kong or has a big gorilla on the side of it. Our Gatlinburg facade is very much, an inspiration back to the mountains. So everything is, animals on it, and it looks like it's on the side of a mountain. So it's really kind of based upon where we are and what the market is. Ocean City has a shark kind of like coming out the roof.
Very cool.
Yeah, so they're really fun. Just depends if the city will let us do that.
Do you have like a 3D designer who does all of those, or it's just local people, or how's that work?
So we have an art department on site, and we do a lot of 3D printing. They create a lot of things, and then obviously we work with third-party consulting firms as well, based upon where we're going, what we're doing, and how much manpower we need, how much manpower we have.
I can imagine the storyboarding must be
So
phenomenal.
fun.
So much fun.
And I was going to ask if people like present things to you to put into the different locations, or if you have scouts or a combination.
Combination of both. So a lot of times people will come and say, hey, we have this, we were thinking it'd be good to have at the museum, or do you want to buy this? Things like that.
Have there ever been anything that like people have presented that you're like, no, we
I'm
didn't
sure,
want
probably.
Yeah, I mean, that does happen a lot. We were joking the other day. We were meeting some consultants about website development. We were talking about content ideas, and it was something about toenails.
Oh, no.
And literally, we were thinking about it, and they were saying, oh, that's a fan. Should we talk to that fan? And Sabrina and I looked at each other, and we were like, no way, that person is just, very eccentric, and we love everything that they do, but we have a collection of, fingernails, we have collections of toenails.
That's kind of gross.
It is gross. Yeah.
I've seen those women though that have the fingernails that like go around in circles, and that's just bizarre. I couldn't imagine.
So our sister company is Guinness World Records. So we're both.
Oh,
That makes sense. That makes total
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it does.
So they run their own company. We run our own company, but we manage their attractions. So all of the Guinness World attractions are part of our Ripley Entertainment. And so it's kind of fun. So longest fingernails, the woman who had the longest fingernails, we did a partnership with Guinness. And so my team went out when we cut her fingernails off of her and acquired them. And so we did the video and the footage and all of that, and then shared it with Guinness, and kind of did this really fun cross promotion on social media.
Did a lot of people check it out?
Oh, it was crazy. Millions of people. I mean, just crazy. I mean, she's lovely, but
Yeah.
it's, crazy.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
Did you get to go to that?
I did not go to that one. No,
Okay.
no, I've done many, but I
What-
didn't do that one.
Do you have any that like pop out that were like,
I think my favorite experience was probably when I hadn't been with Ripley that long, maybe 5 years, and we had the world's smallest man.
oh, I thought she was going to
Careful,
Did you
ladies.
do? Was it just me? Okay.
This is a PG
I
show.
was like, where's she going with this?
No, the world's smallest man.
Sponsors and advertisers have nothing to do with the comments made in the other room.
What? How small was he?
I can't remember, but his name was Gajendra, and he wasn't a world record yet because he wasn't 18 yet.
Okay.
And so it was right before he turned 18, and we had him in our Ripley's annual book. And that's kind of how I started with Ripley's, was through the book side.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
so we
okay.
did
So
the
I was
PR
going to
thing
ask
with
you
him.
that. How did you get started with them in the first place? You said,
Yeah. So I started as an accountant with Ripley's, but always in the intellectual property.
So did you go to
division.
school for accounting and then
Accounting.
just
Yeah.
Ripley sounds cool, let's go with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Nice.
I got a quick question for you, Guinness. And that is, what about that guy, Mr. Rush, who's like causing all the trouble with Guinness? Every time you turn around, he's shuffling toilet papers or stacking this or that and breaking records. I think his last name is Rush.
I don't know.
I don't know that I
Yeah.
know who that is. I'm going to have to look that up.
For weeks, every time I turned around,
He's just somebody that's trying to break all
no,
these.
he did.
Oh,
He
okay.
did break the record.
Yeah,
Where do you
well,
see
he
him?
created a record to break. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know that. I'll have to look that up.
I mean, I guess if that's a thing that you want to aspire to do, then you know what? I'm not going to rag on anybody's jam. You do you. That's fine. So how old were you when you got started with them? Because like what made me so attracted to having you on here is because I love seeing women in power positions, especially in fields that are usually dominated by men. Like I said, we don't have to get all into that, but I'm just curious how you got to where you are.
Mhm.
So I was 29. I had 5-year-old twin daughters.
Mhm. And they're lovely.
Thank you. Yeah, and I started there as an accountant. And like I said, I always worked in the intellectual property department, so I didn't work on the attraction side. Ironically, the VP that I worked under at the time didn't like how our accounting team was managing what they were doing, so he fired the accounting department and hired me. And so it was just, but back then, that's what he did. So he did, and I came in and learned that, and after a little bit, I was bored, and so just took on some other things, and then from there, really learned publishing. Went to London quite a bit and met with other publishers and things to understand the sales side and the foreign rights side. And so for a long time, I focused on that. So I traveled a lot, bringing the brand into other countries and bringing the book into other countries in foreign languages. And then I learned the print buying, the other sales side, and then at the same time kind of picked up the licensing avenue, worked on the television show we had on Travel Channel a couple years ago. I was a producer on that with Sabrina and Jessica, and so yeah.
I want to talk. We're going to go to break, but when we get back, I really kind of want to talk a little bit more about. You mentioned publishing a couple of times.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in learning more about that. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more Bad Radio.
That's right, and more Amanda, too. So stay right there. You're listening to Bad Radio on News Radio WFLA Orlando.
It goes by fast, doesn't it?
Yep. What's Brooke going to be on here for?
I'm here in the lobby downstairs finishing up.
Lorian. By the way,
all of her new stuff that she's doing.
Oh, okay.
You see, Bulls Entertainment, Bulls Media,
yeah.
Bulls this, Bulls that. I'm like, girl,
What's happening?
yeah.
Yeah.
What's her company?
She's an attorney. She has her own firm, but then she has these different branch offs. So her husband is really big into gaming. So I think they're starting this Bolt Entertainment. Then her sister-in-law does Rachel, does social media and things like that for different businesses. So they do Bolt Media, and then she's also starting a new thing that's like a shipping.
She's doing a podcast too.
Yeah, she does a podcast.
Oh, wow.
And then she's all over the place.
She is a hustler.
She has 3 children. One of them is like 2 or 3.
uh-huh.
I don't know how.
I don't know. Hey, yeah, I just sent you an email, Angela, about David Rush, who has broken 52 world records, Guinness World Records. Yeah, just so you guys had some clarity on that. 52 record titles in 52 weeks. That's pretty crazy.
Sound is echoing in Facebook. I got somebody said the sound is what?
Echoing.
Echo.
All right, shouldn't be echoing anymore.
All right.
Okay, sorry, that was my phone. Sorry.
Brooke's in the she's in the lobby.
Okay.
But you'll like Brooke. She's very cool. Okay. like my taped up fingernail.
What happened?
No, that's really
I cracked
beautiful.
it on my way over here, so I
Dang.
I have to go home and fix it. But I can't. If it breaks, it's gonna hurt so bad.
Oh God, it hurts even when you bend them by accident.
So
Wow.
I just stopped and got tape so that I can
Yeah.
fix it when I get home.
All right, ready for the final segment of this hour?
Welcome back to BaaDRadio, brought to you by Premier Couple Superstore, because a couple that plays together stays together.
And this portion of BaaDRadio is brought to you by Ground Up Property Services. With rainy season around the corner and it's just about here, you should ask about the water sensor so your lawn does not get too much water. And if you're buying a house, and this is good info for realtors as well, ask about the irrigation system inspection. And don't forget about the lawn painting service. If you're planning an outdoor event and you want to hide those brown spots, you need to call Ground Up Property Services at 407-468-4295, or you can also find them at groundupinc.net. All right, so we are back with Amanda Joyner, and she is the Vice President of Creative Solutions with Ripley Entertainment. And before the break, I said that I wanted to talk a little bit about, you had talked about the publishing portion. So tell me what it is like you're publishing. I mean, like, because there's obviously, like, there's a lot of things I need to be schooled on the Ripley. And I always want to say Ripley's, but it's Ripley.
Well, it's Ripley's, believe it or not, but our name of our company is Ripley Entertainment.
Right. And his last name was Ripley.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So you say publishing. So what
Yes.
are you publishing?
So this year will be the 20-year anniversary of our annual book. So the annual book is similar to like Guinness World Records annual book. So they're the same type of size, same page count, that type of thing. So Guinness does a book every year on world records
That were set that particular year.
right? And then we do a book every year on all the unbelievable things that we've found over the last year. So it could be anything from amazing people, amazing art.
How many people do you get to pick each year?
I mean, the book is 256 pages long, so you're looking at, a lot of stories. So we probably have about 300 feature stories in the book, and then there's about the book's about 60,000 words,
Right.
and then really heavy, strong imagery.
Yeah, I was
So-
going to say, I want a picture book.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Show me pictures of what we're looking at.
So it's really fun. I mean, I think one of the things that I always loved about the publishing program is that I think literacy is so important. And trying to get boys to read has always been, I don't have boys myself, I have girls, but has always been challenging from what I've heard from, my friends and other mom friends. And so this is a really great book for reluctant readers because it's interesting to them.
Right.
The imagery is really fun. And then a lot of the pages are what we call snippets. So it's literally just little three sentences about one little item. And it's just one of those things that like they read and then they can go to school and be like, oh my gosh, did you know this?
Yeah.
And,
That's really cool.
and everybody goes, no, I don't. And so it's really fun.
And that's a big piece of the business, huh?
So from a revenue standpoint, it's not a huge, compared to our attractions, it's not a
Right.
huge part of our business. But I think from a marketing and a PR awareness, it is definitely a very large part of our business.
And with everything going online, are people able to, I mean, can you still download it? Like, can I get it on my Kindle? And
You can get it on your Kindle. It just we don't sell many Kindle copies because what happens is people want to actually. It's one of those things they really want to have physically. So it goes on sale for Christmas every year, and it's still carried in every major retailer. So Walmart, Costco, Sam's,
I want to, I mean,
Barnes and Noble. I'll bring you one to Kava.
Oh, cute.
okay, I want one really bad. I mean,
Yeah.
because if you think about it, it's like one of those things that comes out once a year. It's something that you can buy somebody on a regular basis, and it's just entertaining
And it's
to look through.
interesting. Yeah.
I like my books though. I have books all over my house. I decorate. I read them and then I decorate with them. So, but Tom, my husband, bought me a Kindle one year, and I was like, oh, I'm
I
like,
love you, but
well, you know,
No.
it's one of those things. You want your book, you want to look at
Yeah.
it, you want to feel it. I like walking into bookstores. It smells good.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got hooked on the fact that as soon as you finish a book, it gave you another book to read.
Exactly.
Or a suggestion, which was pretty phenomenal. So what do you see for Ripley? I mean, what are some of are you looking to open more locations? I mean, is there always
Yeah.
growth? And
Yeah.
and how did you guys overcome, I mean, how bad was COVID for y'all?
So we are always grow, and we're always looking for new attractions, new opportunities, new places we can build. We're looking for a new site for another aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
So main large aquariums, but also looking at smaller scale regional aquariums that we can open. COVID was actually, it was challenging. Obviously, it was very challenging for us. But we were fortunate that a lot of our locations are in the South, in the Southeast. And so a lot, Tennessee and, South Carolina and Florida, they opened up a lot quicker.
Yes, this is very
and
true.
so, a lot of people traveled to our locations. And so, from a guest perspective, we had probably some of our record-breaking attendance years. I would say
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is Orlando one of your biggest Ripley's locations because of all the tourists?
So it's probably not one of
Wow.
our biggest.
Really?
Because, like our aquarium markets, we have multiple Ripley's within the market. So, and obviously our aquariums, we do a lot more attendance through our aquariums than our Believe It or Nots. Orlando is probably definitely in our top 5 markets.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who else coming out? Who's coming to Ripley's, Believe It or Not, or the aquariums? Is it all just families, or do you have teens? What you got?
I think it's a bit of everybody. I think it's, it's not the people that are planning their Disney trip. We're not necessarily, I'm going to go to Orlando because I want to go to Ripley's Believe It or Not. But, we like to say that we provide, a couple hours of family fun. We're affordable, can be educational,
I was going to
very
say that.
hands-on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You do partner with a lot of school systems.
We do with a lot of field trips and things like that for our Believe It or Nots and our aquariums.
very, very.
Every time
cool.
I pass by one, if we're on a family vacation, every time I pass by one, I'm like, oh, let's go in here. 'Cause
Yeah.
no matter what, it's interesting. It's always cool, and it's good for all ages, like how you're saying.
Yeah, well, like you said, I've been to numerous. The kids are older now, 18 and 16, but growing up, we went to numerous birthday parties out there.
I'm sure. Yeah.
And that's a cool thing to do. So, like you said, it's you have the room, you do that, and then the kids can go through and see everything.
Wander around, ooh and ah.
I'm trying to think. So the aquarium. So, as far as local business here, what are some of the things that you really try to strive to drive to get more foot traffic in? That's the big thing, right? We want foot traffic.
I mean, we focus a lot on social media and on our website and content and things along those lines. And our general manager there probably partners with local organizations at different times based upon what their needs are and when different conventions come in and things along those lines.
Do you offer any incentives for Florida residents?
We aren't currently, just because during COVID, we really didn't need to do that. And so we really didn't run a lot of discounting. I think it's something that we'll probably revisit in the next year.
Yeah. And how much does it cost to go there? How much would a family of 4 set me back?
So I believe it's $30 a person. So
Not bad at all.
no, and I think that's for the combo ticket. So
What is that? What else?
so that would include the mermaids as well.
Oh, okay. So we
Yeah.
can do both. So I can run into a mirror and be entertained.
Yes.
I
love
drive.
that.
I drive. It's got so many. So many different things out there. Is that zombie place still out there? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
That
The
one was
zombie
in-
place?
Yeah, it was
I'm not sure either.
zombies attack or something. I went in there and I just turned around and walked right back out because I was like,
no.
no, thank you. So what are some of the new things that are you allowed to tell us?
Yeah. Are there any sneak peeks or anything?
I'm trying to think of what we have. I mean, we always have so much new stuff.
I
So
know.
Gatlinburg Aquarium is getting a new changeable exhibit, so Ring of Fire. So we have a changeable gallery there, and that will be completely changed. It opens this week. So
Ring
it's
of Fire,
Yeah,
huh?
so it's all about fish and habitats in Polynesia. And so it's very specialized, and you can kind of come through. Myrtle Beach, if you're going to Myrtle Beach this summer, really fun, exciting things. We just opened a sloth gallery.
Oh,
in the
really?
aquariums.
Aw.
Yeah. I
Anna
haven't been
loves
yet, so-
sloths.
Yes. Let's go.
Yeah. I've seen them. I went to see them off-site. But, yeah, so that's really exciting. And then we're opening a new mini golf that's called Crazy Golf Indoor with a little bar inside of it as well. So that's opening a new illusion lab in Myrtle Beach, a new mirror maze, a new haunted adventure. So Myrtle Beach is really getting a facelift.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so lots of new stuff.
No, that sounds awesome. Well, you know what? I can't believe it, but like we're coming to the end here. It's already been an hour, right? Can you believe it goes so fast?
No, it's super fast.
Well, I mean, thank you so much for making time in your schedule to come
course.
be on the show. Like I said, it really does mean a lot to me because I know your schedule is crazy. So I won't be stalking you anymore. Well, actually, I probably
I was going to say
will.
she's
I think
lying.
you still will.
But it's been great having you on the show, and we will have you on again whenever you're ready. So, all right, you guys, stay tuned.
you.
We have another hour of Bad Radio coming up, so stay tuned.
What? Nobody told me that. Oh, this is exciting. All right, folks, stand by right after the news. Bad Radio will return. That's not a threat.